Canada's largest province is easing its COVID-19 restrictions. We have details on that from Eagle News correspondent April Masongsong.
On Thursday, May 20th, the Ontario government revealed its plan to slowly and cautiously ease restrictions, depending on the progress of key health indicators and vaccination rates. Minister of Health Christine Elliott outlines the three-step plan, starting with Step 1, which the province ideally expects to enter on the week of June 14th. Take a look.
When it is time to exit the province-wide emergency break, we will begin first with the settings that we know are the safest. Step 1 of our roadmap has an initial focus on resuming outdoor activities with smaller crowds, where the risk of transmission is lower, along with permitting retail with restrictions. This includes allowing outdoor gatherings of up to 10 people, outdoor dining of up to 4 people per table, and non-essential retail at 15% capacity. With restrictions in place, this would also include outdoor activities such as pools, splash pads, fitness classes, zoos, and religious services.
The province may proceed to Step 2 if 70% of adults are vaccinated with 1 dose and 20% of adults with 2 doses after 21 days in Step 1.
Step 2 would further expand outdoor activities and resume limited indoor services with small numbers of people and with face coverings worn. This includes outdoor gatherings of up to 25 people, outdoor sports and leagues, non-essential retail at 25% capacity, public libraries, and personal care services where face coverings can be worn and with capacity limits.
If vaccination rates reach to at least 70% of adults receiving the first dose and 25% of adults receiving 2 doses after 21 days thereafter, the province may move on to Step 3.
Step 3 would expand access to indoor settings with restrictions, including where there are larger numbers of people and where face coverings can't always be worn. This includes, but is not limited, to gyms, cinemas, performing arts facilities, indoor dining, and museums with capacity limits.
Along with this announcement, the province is allowing outdoor recreational amenities to reopen as of May 22nd. This includes golf courses, tennis courts, skateboarding parks, and sports fields. The limit for outdoor gathering and events is also increasing to 5 people in reopened amenities. When asked about whether schools are part of the reopening plan, this is what Premier Doug Ford had to say.
Well, right now, we have some differing opinions. Dr. Williams, which I always chat with, he's in favor of opening the schools. We have a few doctors on the science table that aren't in favor. Then we have the teachers that want to put an injunction in if we move forward. So we just have to get around the table and make sure we have agreement on this. And I know a lot of parents are anxious, but there's also the fact that you heard this morning through Dr. Brown and Dr. Williams that it could possibly increase cases by 11%.
Official opposition NDP leader Andrea Horwath gives her response in connection to schools not being included in the reopening plan. Take a look.
Pretty shameful. I mean, shameful that Doug Ford has left schools and kids out of the mix here. He's put them to the bottom of the list, and that's really problematic. There's no doubt that we are here because Doug Ford walked us right to this place. It was his wrong-headed decisions that weren't based on the expert advice all along that brought us to such a deep and brutal third wave. And I think people just they just need to know that we're going to get out of this. And so I want to encourage the Premier to start spending the money necessary to get our kids back to school.
In order to enter the first stage of the reopening plan, 60% of adults must receive the first dose of the vaccine. The province has administered a total of 7,576,624 doses of the vaccine, which puts the province at 51% of adults vaccinated as of Thursday. In Toronto, April Masongsong, Eagle News. We live in interesting times.